So let's start out with the concept of building up on our combinations. By now, you have a plethora of different combinations that you're used to that work for you. Today, what we're going to look at is basing a very simple combination and then adding on to it. Okay? Now remember, when looking at a combination, the combination is just simply two or more moves put together. What your job is to do is to add on to it or to subtract from it. Now, when setting up a proper combination, oftentimes we're going to use that lead jab. Okay? One concept I want you to keep in mind though is we're going to set up with the same combination except change the ending every single time. Alright? Since you're orthodox, I'm going to fight like this weird orthodox way. Haha. But the concepts are going to be the same. I'm going to first show you the combination forward, then I'm going to show you to the side view. Now what this may have you need to work on is then applying motion. But first, apply the technique in a stationary position, meaning I'm just working on my combination right here, not moving. Then 1, 2, move. 1, 2, move. Then later on, you can develop depth, meaning entering and withdrawing, then width, moving to side. Either way, it's something to keep in mind. All right? So, you already know the very first combination that we're going to work with. It's very simple. Jab, cross, jab. Okay? So, let's start out. 1, 2, 1. And notice it's not the hook. It's 1, 2, 1. I'm hitting the same target every single time. Oftentimes, as fighters, we mess up because we do not aim for the same target. When we're applying this, we may have look at that cross. It comes in more like a rear hook. Instead of boom, 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 right to the same spot. Okay? So, to begin with, jab, cross, jab. Jab, cross, jab. Now one thing that you're noticing is that you should just be able to see over your glove. That's the main concept. Okay? If we're going from the side, boom. Notice how it's a straight line, straight to my rear shoulder. That's something to keep in mind. Then as I'm swapping, boom, the same exact concept. It's a straight line. Straight line. Okay? Using the straight line method, you're driving them back with the concept of basically having a spear and a shield. Just like a Spartan, you're constantly moving forward. If you do not keep that straight line movement with this combination, you're producing a central line opening. 1, 2. Notice how there's no protection right here. Boom, boom, boom. I need you to have complete protection. So, also work on the rhythm of the movement. 1, 2, 3. Move around. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now, next concept. We're going to add in that fourth movement. Now, one thing I want you to keep in mind is we're not going to be doubling up. Not in this case. We're going to be going side to side to side to side. All right? So, first combo was jab, cross, jab, jab, cross, jab. Second one, jab, cross, jab, body shot or rear uppercut. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this could also work as a flurry. Not a traditional JLFS flurry, but a regular boxing flurry. It's very simple, very easy to use. 1, 2, 3, boom. 1, 2, 3, boom. Now notice something, my hips are constantly turning, even though my upper body is not. This is what's producing the power, even with the jab. Okay? So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice, now you're building energy. You're building that dynamic sense of kinetic motion. Okay? Now let's add in the fifth one. So we start up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we add in the fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now it's jab, cross, jab, body shot, hook. And the hook is just not this. Make sure it's a good round motion. You're hooking around. You're not just flopping over on top of their hand or their face. You're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep good distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Maybe throwing a jab out there to back them up. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From the side point of view. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice this is still covered. And I'm in good proper position to where if I need a kick, I can kick. Alright? So, now let's go and apply this concept. Once again, you're going to keep up with the same basic setup concept. 1, 2, 3. That's your combination. That's going to be the setup combination. Okay? In between these combinations, you're going to apply something different. For example, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Apply something different. Or let's stay with more of what we were working on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going 3, 4, 3, 5. That's the concept I want you to keep in mind. I know it can be a little confusing, but at the end of the day, it's going to allow you to be more diverse with your combinations. So, let's apply this to the ladder drill, okay? Ladder drill, remember, is moving side, forward, side, forward. All right? That's the key concept. It's teaching you the basic fundamentals of how to have good movement. All right? Now, before we even get to the turning concept, which we'll discuss in just a minute, you have to understand one very important thing, is that when you're applying these combinations, whether it be in the shadow boxing realm, or the actual opponent, or the heavy bag, your breathing and your posture matter. Oftentimes, I'll see a lot of students who boom, 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 boom. Well, that's absolute crap. I'm just going to be honest. When you're applying this, you need to be able to move. See how that rapid fire breathing? Also, I need to be able apply that. Good calm breathing as well. All right? So here's the next drill I want you to work on. All right, ladder drill. It's once again going to go through the pattern 3, 4, 3, 5. 3, 4, 3, 5. All right? And then I'm going to go reverse. So, for example, 3, 4, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Always make sure that your whole body's moving together. This is a lesson for both kicking and punching. All right? So again, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice, it doesn't have to be done rapid fire. You can build up to that. However, at the beginning stages when you're working with this combination, make it easy. Push it to where you know that, okay, I have good rhythm, I have good power, I have good speed, and I know that I'm getting the job done. All right? So you have to keep that in mind. Now, let's move on to more of the hip engagement. All right? Now, I'm going to lower the camera a little bit, so I apologize. Okay, there we go. So now, applying that hip motion. Oftentimes, when we're working on our flexibility or our kicking concepts, whether it be from the front leg and the rear leg, we don't know how to engage the hip. Okay? The hip is so vital with kicking. Most of the time, whether it be for the speed techniques or the power techniques, people forget how to engage. That's just plain and simple. A lot of times we forget how to engage in the hip. But by engaging the hip, we gain anywhere from 25 to 50% more power in our kicking techniques. So, again, I'm going to go fight orthodox. So I'm going to use my rear leg ground kick. I want you to really focus on something, though. Okay, and this part's going to be split up into two sections. Okay. First off, yes, aiming for the three primary targets. Cut kick, mid-range kick, and high kick. Here's the first part. Okay, engaging the hip. Oftentimes, people will kick like so. Notice, my upper body has not really moved. That's great for when we're working on our speed techniques. I don't want my upper body to move that much, just a little bit. Okay. When I'm applying my rear leg kick, my power kick, that's a different story. Okay. I don't want to be leaning so far back that I lose balance. At the same time, I want to be able to thrust the hip forward when applying those techniques. Okay? So slowly work on this concept. Remember, rear leg round kicks, we're going to step out of the way. I'm going to step, boom. Notice how I, boom, lean back slightly when I'm kicking. Boom. All right? Instead of, boom. There's a difference. If I come a little closer, you'll see a little bit better. Boom. Keeping that distance a little bit more. This also, especially for the cut kick range, keeps me out of range when he's trying to jab me to keep me away. Boom. my glove is going to catch that punch. All right? Mid-range kick or mid-round kick, same concept. Boom. Coming back. Then to the head, same exact concept. Again. Boom. Notice how I am leaning as I'm going into the kick. No, 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 no. Yes. And boom. Everything's still in good alignment. My leg and my knee are in good alignment. Boom. They don't start going down. All right. So that's the first part that I want you to work on. Be mindful of basically leaning back and thrusting the hip forward. You will find, especially if you're working on a heavy bag with your kicks, this will increase the power. Seriously. Now, the next thing I really want you to work on with relay kicks is making sure that you're not throwing too much power that you're forgetting that you need to counter in case they get out of the way. Okay? For example, the wrong way of doing this being that as they go to kick, they turn around. Yes, boom, you can apply a kick after that, but it's not ideal because there's still that split second, that split moment where they can come in and choke you or put you into an immobilization or a takedown or fire flurries on your back, head, kick out your leg. It's not pretty. This is a situation where you do not want to be in. Okay? That is clear. Okay? Now, second part that I want you to really work on is this. After you throw that kick, let's say, cut kick, pull back, boom, fire. Boom, boom. And even to the head. Boom, boom. Notice how I'm retracting it back. Now, for speed, you don't have to necessarily put the foot down. Watch. Boom, boom. It's right there. For power, boom, boom. You bring the foot down, that way it can pop right back into your partner's belly or ribs or head or whatever your target is. All right? So keep that in mind. Now, this also applies, let's say that kick's coming in, boom. First thing they're going to do is get out of the way. That'll lead into one of three positions. Either they'll go and run, which you don't need to counter them. Two, after they do the switchback, they'll come in firing or come in for a grab or a takedown, upon which, boom, boom, beautiful side kick right there. Or, after doing the switchback, they'll move to the side or reposition to the other side. Okay, that's fine. Because what happens then, boom, there's that hook kick. Or, boom, fall back in with another round kick. Either way, you have the ability to modify the combination for yourself. So my key point to that is make sure that you're not doing any ballerina spinning movements. Cut that out. All right? So when you kick, thrust back, or make sure the hip thrusts forward, lean back a little bit, whether it be cut kick, mid round kick, boom, or high round kick. And make sure that you're not spinning around. In fact, a good drill for you to practice is cut kick, boom, side kick. Rear kick, boom, boom, side kick. And boom, boom. Apply a high into a round kick or a side kick. Or sorry, round kick into a side kick. Either way, you can apply it with those concepts. All right? You can even do that with a hook kick too. So for example, cut kick, hook kick. rear leg, hook kick. Head shut, hook kick. Either way, here are some more combinations for you to work on. Now finally, the last thing I really want you to focus on right now in this lesson is the concept of getting higher reach with your jab. Okay? Now, I'm going to go, my target range, jabbing just isn't at the end of my punch. It's not. Okay? My concept is I should be able to touch where my glove is to pretty close to the end of the screen. Okay? That right there is over a 6 inch range. Okay? So, what I'm doing, notice how I'm leaning into this concept. Alright? I'm leaning into that punch. Boom. I'm covered. You need to get new Velcro on the gloves. So again, boom. Notice I'm leaning into it. Okay? Now, after this, just for a few rounds of shadow boxing, work on just jabbing. Either way, every single time, boom, lean into that jab while keeping covered. Lean in, lean in, lean in. That's what I want you to keep in mind. Lean in every single time with that jab. Now, the point to the exercise is this. Take some tape, painter's tape, duct tape. Take a marker. Put a mark on the ground, whether it be in your garage, your room. In that case, use a tape. Put that piece of tape down. Then, roughly about 2.5 feet away, put another piece of tape down in the same line. Start on one side. Your job is to come all the way across and back. So notice how it's almost like a perfect line going from my heel, boom, straight to this hand. Okay? Now, where we're going to apply this then? From the basics of the Superfoot system, we've been working on our jab into our side kick, our jab into a round kick, and jab into a hook kick. This is where we're going to apply it. Alright? So, again, let's just work on the jab into the side kick. It's a really great combination. More importantly, in my opinion, it's one of the most fundamental ones that you'll ever use. Okay? And notice I'm not bringing my leg up high and stomping down. I'm not going vertical, I'm going horizontal. Okay? So I'm going horizontal. Again. Then I'm getting back. I'm focusing on my timing. I'm focusing on my kumite status. That's sparring in, out, in, out. In that case, it's very much like point fighting. Who gets there first? However, that's not the case. You're not applying this for the point fight. You can, but it's more deeper than that. Okay? Now, applying and going to the hook kick. Then get back. Notice, I'm leaning in, sneaking that hook kick in there, and coming straight back. Okay? Same thing with the round kick. And again, just like the boxing combos, you have the same setup, being that jab, but you're then adding something different. Okay? Like I said, I know we've worked on this part hundreds of times. But the key concept I want you to work on is now that distance. Before is a short jab and a kick. Extend that arm. Boom. Then apply. Okay? As an overall view, boxing combinations. Start out 1, 2, 3. Make sure it's going in a straight line and that you're barely seeing over your glove. Okay? Then add to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then add later on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then mix up the combinations. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then apply that to the ladder drill. Next section that we worked on today was our hip engagement. Remember, with the rear leg round kick, don't try to keep so much good posture. Lean back a little bit. Throw that hip in there and have more power with it. Boom. Boom. Okay? Then also make sure to fall back with the counter. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, etc. Finally, we then moved into our jabbing range. Start from 2 feet away. Make sure you enter in and that everything's in good alignment. Okay? Again, boom, 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 boom. And then enter in with the kick. That's all in this video.